Welcome back, guys. Today is Free for All Friday. My name is Sam. My partner name is Herc. And today we're going to talk about Eternals.
Yo, what's up, guys? We saw Eternals not too long ago, and it was pretty fire. Some good, some bad, and we're gonna kind of break it down for you. So, Sammy, what's your total, overall rating for this movie?
Okay, so obviously, every single time I get a hype of the movie theater, I leave it with one rating. But when I get home and I sit down and I think about it, I changed the rating. So at the movie theater, as soon as the movie was over, all the end credit scenes, my rating was 8.5. And then when I got home and I think about it, it was an 8.
Wow, that's pretty jarring and drastic for you, considering how much hype you had for this movie.
I know it's so much hype, but obviously for me, the one thing I really hate it was just how they just kill off most of these people, and I just felt too attached to them. Well, to like one person in particular they killed off. I was really
Simp,
hoping they didn't.
simp.
It's gonna surprise you, Herc. No, it's gonna
Oh,
surprise you, Herc.
okay.
Who surprised me when they killed off.
More on that later. But for me, I'd like to say it was a good. I'd actually say around the same. When I was watching it in theaters, I'm not gonna cap. I gave that thing like a 7. But thinking about it, I kind of give it more credit. Now it's to about to an 8, so it got like a whole point up. So I'm sitting at an 8 right now. But like movie theater was like 7, 7.5 ish creeping. But to an 8. But do you kind of like want to explain the first half of the movie, and I could take on the second half?
Yeah. So the first half, like right when the movie started, it was so weird because it was just the beginning and it was just words, and I just right away it's just like a Star Wars reference right away. Like like in the beginning of time, it was just exactly like that, and I was like, huh, okay, I never understood that. And obviously, we were introduced in Mesopotamia at 5,000 BC. And it was about these deviants that they come in, kill them all, and they make sure that population grows. They have, and during this whole entire time, they're battling deviants, and it went to present day. And, you just see another fight scene happening. We're introduced to more characters of the Eternals, and then it just goes transform back to back then, like 875 BC, and it just keeps on going back and forth with the flashbacks and talking about everybody's story. I mean, they try to like individually like talk about each person. They try. That's the key word, is trying. Oh yeah, we see these deviants evolving, and they don't know why.
Okay, so yeah, everything she said, back and forth in history and present time, figuring out who these people are, this, that, and the third. They're sent to protect the humans from the deviants. Turns out they were supposed to help, like, us repopulate. They couldn't meddle with our stuff, so unless it was a deviant involved, so they had, like, people dying in wars and stuff like that, and people kind of, like, split off and had to fight because of that. Eventually, like, sometime they split up. They ended up going their separate ways, learning with each other. And like in present time now, it turns out the deviants, this one deviant evolved by killing off the Eternals and like taking their powers, and like he could speak and stuff. And turns out like Arshram, the main guy who made all the deviants and all the Eternals, he's kind of like the big bad guy who kind of made both creatures, and they're killing each other to like help them die essentially, because like another one of those giant monster thingies were gonna destroy Earth by being born, and the Eternals had to stop it. So yeah, but a lot of them died in the process. That's basically the general idea. I'm really bad at explaining things. Sammy did better. But once you see the movie, you'll literally get the gist of it. It's not rocket science plot. It's not like freaking astrophysicists oh my god type of plot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, let's get to the characters. Who do we want to start? Who do you want to start off with?
I feel like we should start with Athena. All right, so Athena, honestly, I love how Angelina Jolie basically dedicated extra time to do ballet so she can do extra things that she felt like Athena would do. And I loved it. Like her every single fight scene Athena was in, you know she was powerful enough to like and smart enough to like destroy them. And
Yeah.
I love it. I love the character. Honestly, it was so one thing about Athena, she started getting like glitchy almost. Like she said, "Oh my god, everybody's gonna die," and she said that, and I don't remember what year she said that. It was either early AD, like 300, or in the BC. Was it during Babylon? So I don't
Yeah, it was
remember when it was
Babylon.
during Babylon. So like 875 BC.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we can reset your memories and you just not remember who you are. Or you're going to have to live with this and knowing that you might kill us all. And that's when everybody went on their separate ways. And she and wow, I just said his name properly earlier. Gilgamesh went together. And so he can protect over her because he knows he's strong enough to help.
Yeah. So basically, my take on Angelina Jolie. Athena, she bad, first of all. She could kick some butt. And I kind of like how she, like her role in the movie. She didn't really do too much in the movie, to be honest with you. But I kind of like the direction they gave her because she would have stole the show, being, the goddess of war and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like the idea of giving her like this memory problem where she remembers things and could kill anybody in an instant. And her being Athena, the goddess of war, obviously she could essentially kill everybody legit, because she almost did that. When the first time she went haywire, she almost killed everybody. But then Ajax had to like heal everybody after like they freaking smacked her after Gilgamesh freaking smacked her and knocked her out. But honestly, I felt like she gets a pass for me. Like literally, that character Athena, it was well played, and I liked her fighting style. I like that character as a whole. I like her Ice Queen vibes. Gets a pass for me.
Yeah, she was amazing. I loved it. I love it so much.
Next,
All right, Ikaris.
uh,
Let me tell you,
go ahead.
people.
Simp.
God, Richard Madden. Oh yes. Oh, sorry. He looks like Sebastian Stan. If you guys not know about me, I love Sebastian Stan a lot. Right? And this person comes into my life, looks like Sebastian Stan, and it's British. He's one of my new husbands, guys. Doesn't know it yet.
Does he take the cake?
He is one of.
He takes.
He does not take the cake.
No, because he has the
does
low-key
not.
accent, and he looks like Shabbat. It's like two of your mains in one.
I know. It's so
like
perfect.
Loki and Winter Soldier had a baby, and then he was born.
So one thing you should know about Ikaris, and everybody is hating on him, and I actually don't hate on him. I know because I'm in love with him, but no. He regrets what he did with his family, like trying to kill them and all. And he really did kill one of the family members, but he only did it because it's his job. He's trying to be the soldier that he is, which is kill everybody on Earth so a new Celestial can come in and billions and millions, I don't know how many people, trillions of people can live their new life. Like he's trying to do his job. And I understand that. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, her.
Oh, I feel like he could have done it a different way. Like, why did he have to kill Ajax? You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't you just try to reason with her, or like, I don't know, try to buy some time, play along until you could find a way to stop her initially? Because everybody wasn't together then. You know what I mean? And the Deviants were still hunting Like he basically
because
could
I
have
feel like
saved himself the trouble by not saving Sersi.
this is why I think if he killed her off, they would never find a solution how to do it. Because I think Ajak had the idea how to do it, how
Yeah,
to
but
save fear.
she would have tried to do it in a way to where they wouldn't get in trouble with Ashram or whatever. So isn't that better to like do it without having upsetting
No, because
Ash?
I feel like either way, you're gonna get in trouble with him because you just stop a celestial from being a celestial.
I mean, oh well, but I guess it would have been easier since like she knows everything about them Celestials and she's been around for a long time and remembers
All of them
everything,
have.
right? Yeah, but she remembers everything. Not all of them remember everything. She's the only one that remembers everything. That's why she was the leader. Like all her planets that she's ever been to, she's the only one that remembers every single
Yeah.
thing. So like I feel like she
And
knows some secret about like how to do it without like and how to get away with it. Let's say they do get mad or whatever.
I don't know. I don't know much about
But like
Ajak too.
back to
Even
Ikaris, bro. He's like the Superman. He's overpowered. He has like laser vision. I think that's pretty much it. He has super strength. He
he's
could fly.
strong, fly, and laser vision, and that's where someone's like, "Oh, that's a Superman reference." But then at the end, like when he regrets all his decisions and like say, "I'm so sorry" to his family, he went up into space. He flew into the sun. He flew too close to the sun.
Yeah, because he's a suicidal
If you don't get the
maniac.
if you don't get the reference, they mentioned it in the movie.
Yeah. I'm sure we all know this story of
But
Icarus. If you didn't, then you failed school.
when I was writing, like what was going on, because I saw him going up to space, I put he's gone. Or is he? Because I just saw him up in space. I'm like, oh, he got to another planet. And I put he is ... He committed
See,
suicide.
he committed seppuku. But I don't know, like even when he left Earth and he was looking back at it floating, that was such a Superman moment, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
It was just like, wow.
the reference to Superman.
Shade
And
shot.
honestly, I kind of hated the fact that he married Sersi. And like he married her. I love the fact that they got married and all that. But then after 5,000 years into a relationship, he left her.
That's
for
what
like
I
2,000
call
years.
the ultimate ghosting. Gentlemen, take notes. This is how you ghost your girl. You marry her,
Like
stay with her for
the thing is,
5K years.
he said that holding in the secret was hard. I mean, he kept it in probably for like 4,000 something years.
Yeah, he kept something else in for 4,000. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. But like he kept that secret. And he's like, I can't handle it anymore. I mean, if you couldn't handle the secret, then you would have left her like 1,000 years into the relationship or even shorter.
All I'm saying, and I'm speaking for all my gentlemen out there, that cat was too good to let go so soon, if you know what I'm saying. Like literally, like no one in there, right? Like guys, come on. Like you all know the guys who's done this, you know you need to leave somebody and you end up staying because, you know, it's just that good. Of course, I wouldn't know anything about that, but you know, I've heard things through the neck of the woods. But continue.
But yeah, no, it was just why leave after so long, and I you know, I was kind of glad he actually left because you know that means he'll single up. But
Wow, and you
simping over
dang,
here.
it's crazy because he would have left you too.
Yeah,
How
after
funny.
5,000 years, I have a good chance after 5,000 years.
Okay.
All right, let's stick with the next one. Sersi. She is the main character. She is the main character of this movie. It's basically revolved mostly around her. And the reason is because she fell in love with people on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she wanted to save the Earth.
Yeah, and then she fell in love with a dude on Earth. And
that's true.
Yeah, after she got ghosted. Wait, so how does that work? Does that mean they're still technically married since they never really had a divorce?
I don't know. I really don't know. Like he left her for 2,000 years.
I guess that's ground for a divorce.
So, I mean,
But
think about it. You've been with your girl for 5,000 years, right? And you
mhm.
decided, because you couldn't keep the secret anymore, to leave her for 2,000 years. I say that is a breakup in my mind, because if you left me, I'm been like,
No. But this is not
oh,
a breakup
okay.
though. This is marriage. This is divorce. Like marriage is
I don't
different.
think there was divorce back then. Remember, 5,000 years ago, they were dating. And then 2,000 years ago, it was still, that year is 2023. I don't think divorce was invented back then.
I guess. But it is what it
So,
is.
yeah.
But like,
But
I
anyways,
felt I
back to
kind
Sersi.
mhm.
Her powers are something, man.
Yeah, she could
That that's
mhm.
that's something. I would love to have her powers just because it seems cool. Like I never imagined like that type of powers before.
Yeah, she could turn things made of matter into any other like state. Let's say you have wood, you could turn it to metal, you have like freaking dirt, you could turn it to water. It's like you could change the properties and state like the compounds of matter. Like just by touching it.
You always hear like these simple like speed, strength, mind control, all that, but I never seen that one before. And actually, it's really cool. I actually really like that.
That kind of reminded me of a Full Metal Alchemist. For all you cultured people out there, not Sammy. The transmutation, like transmutation without, you know, making a circle. That's what her powers reminded me of. But Cersei, bro, she that chick. Like honestly, I kind of kind of found her annoying at first because she was just like, meh, 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 meh. She kind of seemed like naggy almost and like just weak, but not like weak in terms of powers, just like emotionally, I guess. Because she never like spoke up or anything, despite like being chosen to be the leader by Ajax after she died. But then again, it's just like she definitely redeemed herself.
I mean,
And
Gemma Chan, the person who plays Cersei, she did an amazing job in this role. I'm not
oh
gonna
yeah, she
lie.
did. She did.
She was in another Marvel movie. Not everybody remembers that one role she was in for Captain Marvel. She was the oh, shoot, what was the name? She was the Doctor Minvera. She was blue, so like no one can ever reference her. Like, oh, there's two people. No, she was blue. So she was one of those blue girls
Yeah.
in the fight scene. Yeah.
But nah, she definitely did a good job. Her character was solid. Like all overall, like her powers were really solid, and she definitely took up the mantle at the end when it came to lead those guys. And she kept everybody together. She was like the big mom of the group.
At the end, after Ajak died, she became the new
Yeah.
mom.
But
Now,
even before,
speaking of the mom, Ajak, honestly, we barely see her. Like, we don't
yeah.
know much about Ajak other than she was the leader. She has
Mm-hmm.
healing powers, and then
Mm-hmm.
she died.
And she remembers every single mission that they've ever been in. She's the only one that kept her memory from every single mission they've
And
been.
like honestly, I don't understand what's her reason why told Ikaris that the Earth was gonna be exploded. Like I don't understand her reasoning why she told him.
Yeah, why would you tell him? Like I guess he's probably the strongest and he knows he could protect them all if anything happens to her. But like even still, it's kind of like a gamble. But then again, like you think, oh, I've been with these people and they don't really have memory or should care, so it should be fine to tell them since they know what's gonna happen. But her mistake was backtracking. I think she wasn't gonna think about it because she said, "Oh, I've been living life amongst the human and I've changed my mind." Almost. If that didn't happen, then
Yeah.
that's probably why she didn't expect that to happen. That's why she told him, and
Yeah.
her change of thoughts.
I really understand. I don't have too much opinion on Ajak. I just know she was like the mother of the group. Like she'd take care of them because of her healing powers. She can easily take care of them if they are injured. And
she was wise. She kind of led them. She always knew what to do.
Yeah, and then obviously Ikaris kills her, and we're like,
well, actually, he throws her into like an ice place
the pit where the deviants was at.
Yeah. and then they kind of just killed her and sucked her powers out.
Yeah, I don't understand that. It was just I don't have too much opinions on Ajak than I want to have.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she's gonna be the one of the few. Actually, she's gonna be the only one that's gonna be short for us to talk about because there's not much about like we're gonna talk about this like one credit scene is gonna be more than we talk about Ajak, and it's funny. I can see it already.
All right.
Next person is Gilgamesh. Oh,
dude, I
my
freaking
God.
loved him.
I love him so much. And this is one of the persons I was sad that they killed off her.
Yeah, me too.
As soon as they killed him off, I was heartbroken. More heartbroken when Richard Madden went up, Ikaris went up to the sun and killed himself.
Wait, what? He deserved that. Why would you be heartbroken?
I know he deserved it, but like obviously he's hot. That's the reason why I'm sad. But like Gilgamesh, oh my God, I love his character. I just love his character. Like he was making the food and all the food looks delicious. The pie looked delicious where it fell onto the floor.
Yeah, he was like a holly
his
jolly.
Powers, and his powers is strength, like legitimate strength. Like he bitch slapped someone. It was amazing. I loved it.
That was awesome.
It was a powerful bitch slap. Like he killed that thing. It was a deviant. He killed that deviant with a powerful bitch slap. You know how many females wanted that?
I guess he could change his name to a pimp named Slickback.
And then honestly, I was so confused, like his relationship with Athena. And I understand if it's probably friends, then yeah, it makes sense. But like, I don't know, they were just leading on more. It was more than friends.
Yeah, I think if he lived longer, they would have, tied the knot and be like together. If he would have been alive for much longer, because I think at the end he was kind of confessing, like, on his death, like, oh, I think that they liked each other more, but they didn't want to like take it anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he literally confessed to her, saying that if he had the chance, he'll do it all over again, meaning taking care of Athena all over again. I was like, oh wow, that's something. I like that. That's very cute.
But Gilgamesh, bro, is like for me, all I'm going to say is was a holly, jolly, good cooking, big, strong, muscle guy that was funny. I liked him. He was literally one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character of the show.
Yeah, no, I was, like I said, I was very sad when he died. And I just, obviously, it was heartbreaking for me.
F's in chat, I really boys. Love that character. We lost the real one. F's in the chat. All right, next we have Phastos.
Your favorite?
No.
Okay. Never mind. I thought you were going to do your favorite. No. I thought we were going to do your favorite for a second.
Hey,
okay,
don't get Gilgamesh, bro. Don't get Gilgamesh. I will freaking... Whoa, I probably shouldn't say this on that. Okay.
Okay. But Phastos, let's talk about him. Obviously, we'll start with the fact that he is a gay dad. I do love that fact. Mm-hmm. And obviously, we were watching a movie with my cousin, Chris, and it was I literally saw Chris crying with the scene when he's just saying goodbye to his son. And him leaving, I was like looking at Chris. I wasn't even crying. I cried for a lot of things, and I wasn't crying. I'm like, you're really crying at this? Like, yes, he's leaving his son. I'm like, but you're really crying for this? Like Tony Stark left Morgan, and I didn't cry. I know it might be the last time he might see her, but I didn't cry. I cried at the funeral. I cried at the funeral, but I was like, okay.
Maybe it's different from because he's never seen something like that on TV, or like on the big screen, if anything. Like, I guess it's a different experience.
Understand, but it's just I don't understand that. But I love this character. He was the innovator, so he was creating things, and I just love them. I like that fact, and he was trying to create the engine while everybody was like. Dude, they just discovered the wheel the other way. They discovered the wheel like 200 years ago. You're going a little too fast, man.
Yeah. No, definitely he was
And
a funny.
he was funny, and I just love he was like Ikaris before we found out Ikaris was a bad guy. It was just him and Sears, and they were just sitting table, and he's like, I bet you have everything in this house is proof. Like they even showed in the trailer, like him hitting the table, think it was vibranium. Oh god, he was like, no, it's a fall collection from IKEA.
But nah, he was literally like one of the best comedic relief characters because he was just like, that freaking sassy, not sassy, just kind of like that one black guy who just like, oh no no no, we not going there type of vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But definitely he's cool. Like honestly, I like his powers because like he could manipulate stuff and turn them to stuff. Like for example, that one thing where he had like the chains on Ikaris at the end of the movie. That was freaking awesome, and how he was like shooting bombs out of his gauntlet. Mega Man
And it was
style.
like, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Like you could tell, like Ikaris has been like on everybody's nerves. Like not everybody,
bro.
but like few of the guy characters, like two out of the four, he was on their nerves. And he's like, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I want like they want to put his ego down, and I was like, honestly, do it. But like, make sure you put him good looking as he's doing it. I don't know, it's just me sipping, so just let me be.
Next is Kingo. Kingo basically, he's a comedic relief character. He's a big he's a big pansy, but like other than that, I like his finger guns. Those are freaking fire, bro. He could do raw sing guns out of his like fingers. He could shoot stuff, and he's some big Bollywood actor.
Honestly, the one thing I really hate was that he left the fight scene and just was never there.
He's like, a freaking pansy, bro.
Scene. I love this character. I love his character. Like I was loving it. I was like, oh shit, like he's cool. Like wow, that's really cool. Like the finger gun, I was like, I'll do that too. But like then like at the fight scene and like before the major fight scene at the end, he was like, nah, I can't do this. If everybody's dying, then I just rather have fun. I'm dying with the actually them dying than me having fun. Right? It was so weird because he was in the middle, like, oh, I don't care if the Earth dies, but like, at the end, it's like, well, I kind of do because I'm a major Bollywood actor, so they can't die.
But you know what I mean, dude? Like, it's kind of like weird. Like, he was cool. He's still one of my like favorite. I like him as a character. I just think he's a pansy. I lost a lot of respect for him towards the end of the movie. Because he was literally, I think he was one of the strongest ones on there. He could have done something against Ikaris, but
But then he kind of redeemed himself when he's going to take care of Sprite at the end of the movie.
Nah, I don't think so. It's just, because he ended up getting captured at the end of the movie by Ashram, so who's going to watch Sprite now, so...
Sirius and who's the other person? Phastos was the only three left on Earth because everybody else just left. Like they said, peace. And left.
Next character,
except for Sprite. Sprite was the only one that
Speaking of which, Sprite, her powers are freaking awesome.
Honestly, most people were hating on her powers right now, and I'm like, who doesn't want the illusion? Like powers of illusion.
That is awesome. I actually like her powers. It's crazy.
And honestly, one good thing, like we never talked about this Kingo, and that I liked because of Sprite. Because like, Sprite, the reason why I became an actor is because of you. Because I miss your projections. I miss being in the audience. So I just went to something that represents you, and I was like, wow, oh, that's good friendship right there.
Most definitely. But Sprite, she's a little hot-headed. She was in love with Ikaris, the whole Tinkerbell story. She's Tinkerbell, and Ikaris is Peter Pan, and Sersi is Wendy. Tinkerbell likes Peter Pan, but she could never be with him because, it is what it is. and she got mad. And at the end of the movie, she kind of joined Ikaris to try to stop them because she's madly in love with him. But apparently, she's like 14, but not really because she's lived centuries. But she still, can't get no pipe, which I don't understand. Like, I'm not saying
Kirk
it's
and I were
like,
talking about this earlier.
like,
It was back then. Guys, it's back then. Like, it was like the 5,000 BC when they first started it. You know how many people were married off at like 6 years old? Like, female 6
right?
years old to like guys were like 60. Like, this is, I know sounds disgusting, but it wasn't, it should like disgusted until like the thing like 1800s or something like that, or like the 1900s, and they're like starting like, it's not normal to do this.
Yeah, and the thing
Keep on
is
doing this for a couple more years, but that's it.
we need to slow down, boys. But here's the thing too. So it's not like she's young. She just looks young and small. Like that's like saying, oh,
She could project herself to be older though. Like that's the one thing she did at the bar.
And that's essentially that's like saying those small Asian people. Whoa, the small Asian like girls that are old, not old, but they're like in their 20s, but they look like teen and they're pretty short. That's like saying it's illegal to date them despite them being 18-year-old just because they look young. Immoral maybe, but that depends on your preference, but not like illegal, so they can still get pipe. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But that's what I'm gonna say on that. Let's not talk about whether the so
no. Let's just
pass.
talk about how Sprite. I actually did feel bad for her at the end because she's like, I can never be an adult and live out my life the way I want it to be. And Sersi was like, I still have enough power to transform you as a human.
Yeah.
So you can live out your life and you will eventually die and grow old. And Sprite's like, I am ready for that. It's been 7,000 years. I am ready for that.
Is it wrong of me to think that oh, go ahead.
No, finish.
Is it wrong of me to think that Sprite was a dude when I first saw her on the screen?
Because of the haircut. I'm not gonna lie. I knew she was a female, but like at the end I was like, no, I just feel bad for her. I just felt bad the fact that she could never have a normal life because she looks like a 14-year-old, and she was like, why did
Ashram make me like this?
Yeah, make me like this. And I was like, oh man. Oh no.
To appeal to the young audience.
Yeah, so I was like, oh no. All right. Oh no. So yeah, she became human and she's gonna live out her life. So
next character we got is Druig, or Druig, however you want to pronounce it. My dog, Druig. Bro, he's my favorite character, bro. The mind control god who thinks he's above everybody else and knows better and wants to control humans just so they can stop killing themselves.
I mean, he does have a point, but he kind of interfered in human life.
Yeah, he kind of did, and sometimes it's not for the better because he takes control. Like when the demon monsters attacked, and he kind of like forced them to get their guns and shoot, even though the monster was like killing those people. So, and Sersi was just like, let him go get to safety and stuff, and stop controlling them, or else they're all gonna die. And he was like, dang it, fine. Sometimes it's not always for the best, but I think overall cares. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Honestly, I did like his character. He was, I understand his natural instinct when they're in Babylon, like all those years ago. And he was like, I can't stand these humans killing each other. I can't see it. Like he also fell in touch with these humans because it's like, I can control their minds. I can control everything they can do. I want them to be happy. Why can't I do that? I can physically strong. I can mentally do everything. And I was like, man, he is right. But Ajak's like, you can't interfere in human life. And he's like, well, that means I'm leaving the band. He turned out to be like Zayn and left the band.
But nah, I like his powers too. Like he could control pretty much an army at his whim, and he really doesn't have to move a muscle. So
All he
that's
did is change
crazy.
his eye color, and that's it.
Yep, dude's a freaking god. And I don't know. I just kind of resonate with his personality. Like I kind of understand his logic on why he does stuff. Like I said, it's not ethical, but it is logical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Next,
All right, you want to talk about
my
the one,
my wife,
my girl. Well, your wife,
Makkari.
my girl, because I love this person so much.
I love her too, bro. She went off at the end, bro.
Bro,
Oh.
I feel like she was faster than the Flash, but we all know no one's faster than the Flash. But I just felt like it. You know what I mean? Like, and also this is one of the few movies, like few things that you can see like from the speedster's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can see how fast they're going, and like I just love it.
Yep.
I love it. Like you really see that. Like whenever you see a speedster running, you're like, oh, you don't see their point of view as much, and you just saw her point of view, and it was so amazing.
But yeah, Makkari basically she's kind of like a deaf girl. She can't really hear, so she signs with everybody like sign language. And her and Druig has a little thing. I'm not gonna cap. It's kind of like it was off-putting at first, but I ended up liking them because they're perfect for each other. But
I'm honestly on that side of TikTok where they're like, ignore the main couple of the movie. Only these two appreciation. I'm kind of glad that I'm on that side of TikTok because I'm very appreciating. I really love their relationship.
I do too. It's like beautifully toxic. But but nah, she's freaking kick butt. Like literally, like she's fast and she's like witty. She's like freaking. She don't play no games, and like literally, like she's just awesome.
Honestly, you notice the only time she ever speak in the movie is when she thought Druig actually died. Like she had not made a peep. Like obviously because she's deaf, but like she has not made a peep at all. And then when she found out like her so and so boyfriend, because we're not even sure if they're dating or not, was dead, she went off and yelled. Like honestly, I was like, holy shit. Like,
I mean, that's what love would do to you, bro.
Yeah, she loved him.
That's what love would do to you. But like on it,
but you know, he actually didn't die,
yeah.
So it was kind of good for my sake,
and then like literally,
and her sake.
She went off after that, bro. She literally was beating the crap out of Ikaris by herself, dude. She was folding him left and right, running him into rocks.
This is one thing that Ikaris does not have is super speed. So she was destroying him so badly.
Yeah, he wasn't fast enough to keep up with her. So he's not like full-blown Superman. He's just kind of like, I have the bells and whistles of Superman, but not like the extra stuff, you know?
Yeah, no. I was like, holy fuck, man, that's cool.
Yeah, she was...
Go, girl, go.
Exactly. So, you know, she's my Eternal's wife. That part. But
we all know who's my eternal husband.
Freaking Ikaris. Simp.
Wow. Ikaris, and you know, after he died, we met someone else.
Oh, okay. So you want to talk about that?
Starfuck. I mean, we can talk about that a little bit later because he's an end credit scene person.
Okay. So what was your favorite parts of the movie?
Honestly, my favorite part of the movie, it was obviously seeing Sprite becoming human because she wanted to live a normal life. Athena actually not having, you know, like glitching as much, and she's actually, I feel good. I want to warn other people, and Sersi almost having a wonderful life with her boyfriend.
Yeah,
that she couldn't have right now.
You see, I almost wish that when whatever her face turned human, Sprite turned human, somebody whipped out a belt and then just whipped her ass for like fighting against them real quick. It's like, okay, since you're human and you're pretty young, you could get your butt whipped. And this is like revenge for like almost killing us. You know what I mean? Because she stabbed freaking Sersi, bro. Like full blown stabbed her in the freaking pelvis. So
Bro, that was
a
intense.
belt whipping isn't really that much compared to stabbing somebody. So that's your first experience of being human. It sucks.
Yeah.
But nah, like
what about you? What's your favorite part?
I like I told you the fight scene with Makkari. That was freaking fire. That was like that fight scene with her was amazing. And another part that is a favorite of mine is basically when the deviant goes into the cave with Athena, and like I thought they got her. I literally thought she was gonna die because they were just killing off Eternals in this movie like nothing.
I wrote that down.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh my god!
I thought she was gonna die because I was like, man, they killing off everybody, so she probably gonna die too. And no.
I mean, the thing is, if they killed her, that's it. They're very powerful. They already got the strength. They already got the healing power. If they killed her off, and like she can create weapons just like that. No, that's it.
That's when I thought the movie was gonna end differently. I thought Ikaris was gonna like help fight them, and he was gonna sacrifice himself to help like the deviant. So I thought the movie was gonna end completely different if they had killed her. So I was running like 30 different movies endings in my head while watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I was doing the same thing. Don't worry, I was doing.
Yeah, so I was running 30 different scenarios for every like what ifs in the movie, and that was one of them. But nah, she was like hot. Gotcha, and slice his head off and his face and stuff, and no more deviant, Mr. Nice Guy. So that was definitely a cool scene. It was
amazing.
Yeah, that was awesome. And I also like the nice shots, like whenever they grouped up together, they always have like a cinematic of like all six of them, like a good like wide angle of all six of them posing. That's always a nice thing.
Honestly, that looked cool. I really wish like people could actually do that in real life and look good doing it, not just like being awkward.
Yeah.
Like they look good. Like they're super confident. Like
it's like yeah.
We're like this in real life. I was like, real life, people would be like, nervous. One would be moving. One would be looking like side to side.
John, look this way. Come on, man. We've practiced this 30 times. You look that way. But that would be awesome. And my last favorite scene is when they went to Gilgamesh's and they had like that dinner and stuff like that. That was very cozy and nice to me. Like that was a very familial kind of vibe, and I appreciate that. Makes me almost wish I had friends.
It was like that hurts. That really hurt my soul right now.
Why?
You don't consider me as a friend?
Whoa.
I understand you meant more friends, not just me and a couple other people.
I mean, we're friends.
Yeah, I know. I just heard you forgot about me for a hot second.
I didn't forget.
It's okay. I will go to the sun like Ikaris. I understand.
What?
Old too soon. Old too soon.
Too soon. But nah, like I don't know. It was just funny. Everybody was kind of like bonding after a while. You ever like not see your friend, and you could relate to this since you went to your friend's birthday or whatever. You ever not see some people in a while, and you come back together, and nothing ever changes. That nostalgic feeling.
Yeah, no.
That must be nice.
Yeah, no. It was nice to see. Herc was saying I went to celebrate one of my friend's birthday. Like I went to travel 4 hours just to see this one friend, and honestly, it was just worth it because I made more memories, and it was just the funny experience that we had up there.
Yeah. So definitely that was my last favorite scene. But you want to move on to the ND?
Oh my god, the end credit scenes. I don't think anybody was ready for. Let's talk about the first one with not the one I'm talking about, but like the Black Knight.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about that for a second because the other one is kind of special to me.
Okay, so basically, after the movie ended, basically Ashram came and took the remaining Eternals, except for Sprite, because she's human now, and said, "Oh, you stopped a Celestial from being born, and I shall go through your memories and see if you're worthy of staying, and I will come back and pass judgment." And they took them away, and the boyfriend, the human boyfriend that was there, was like, "Oh my god, my girl, she's gone. The only woman I ever loved is gone." And
No, he was
then
about to tell her his secret because he's like, I kind of find out about my
I was
family's
getting to that
past. Like, you
part.
want me
I was
to?
getting to that part.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
sorry, sorry.
Well, you just can't carry on. Go ahead.
All right, and he was like, "Oh, I was gonna tell you about my family's past," and obviously taken away. And so it was just him in this room, like it looks like an office with a sword there, and then like a briefcase. He opened up the
Mm-hmm.
briefcase, and there's a sword, and he was about to grab it, and he was just very hesitant before he was grabbing it. He was like, I don't know. Like, like you tell a kid, you put candy in front of them, like, don't touch it, I'll be right back, just make sure don't eat it. And you see like the kid hesitating to like grab that was him for like a hot second. He was hesitating to grab that sword. And then all of a sudden we hear a voice and said, "Are you sure about this?" And that's it.
Okay, and while he was grabbing the sword, there was like some like foreign language saying something about death. Like if you touch the sword, something death, death, death.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, wow, that's sort of details. So, the director did confirm who's the voice. It was Blade.
My dog Blade, we getting black superhero out here. Let's go, bro. My dog Blade coming out. You know what I'm saying? Vampire Slayer, the OG superhero. Let's go.
And then I did more research on the side. Black Knight. That's the character that Dane Whitman becomes.
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit of research on Black Knight because I was like, who? I obviously really heard of this person. This one important key detail. I circle it because obviously his history is important, but this little detail was kind of important. He helps assassinate King the Conqueror. That's it. I'm gonna leave it like that. If you haven't watched Loki yet, I recommend you watch Loki because yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think with that little information I just put out right there?
Honestly, I'm hyped because that just confirmed something I knew for a long time. Because we all like even before this, I knew that there was a Blade movie coming out, and everybody like was like, "Oh, when is it coming out? When is it coming out? We want Blade. We want Blade." And this definitely confirmed it that we getting Blade, boy. We getting Blade. Black Knight, he's cool. Yeah, we'll see what they do, but I want Blade. Let's go. That's all I'm gonna say on that. I'm a fanboy.
Honestly,
Sorry.
I'm very excited for these two new characters, and they're both good people too. Like they're not even villains, so we're introduced to two new people. Like usually at end credit scenes, we're introduced like a new villain. So I was kind of excited, and I was scared for the next end credit scene that was gonna happen because it's obviously Marvel. There's usually two end credit scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So
wait a minute, Blade, Mobius.
oh,
What?
yeah,
That I just connected the dots. Oh my god!
it's
All right,
it's crazy. And like Mobius in his trailer, we need to talk about that another time because that's a lot of Marvel reference that they did in that one, like not even a 2-minute trailer.
That's for another. Let's not get sidetracked. But that was the first end credit scene. You wanna?
The second end credit scene.
I can't take
this
girl
my
out
God.
anywhere. Dude.
Females, One Direction fans, Harry Styles fans. The rumors are true. The rumors are true. Harry Styles is Star Fox, aka Thanos' brother, aka the god himself, Harry Styles.
See,
let me tell you, Star Fox is a party goer, bisexual, so it literally fits Harry Styles' aesthetics and have sex with everybody. It literally fits Harry Styles. You can't tell me it's not Harry Styles.
Whoa, okay. Damn, okay. Yeah, like I was saying, I can't really take this girl out anywhere. Like literally, soon as he appeared, she literally shrieked like she was getting murdered
I
in the
was
front
one of
row.
the two females that was screaming. I was
Amy,
expecting more females. There's females behind us. There was females everywhere. I was expecting more, but no. I was only one of the two females, and I was the first one that started to scream. I was like,
shrieking their
oh
freaking.
my god.
She started hyperventilating, bro. I swear I thought I was gonna call an ambulance. So,
Oh,
but
I was
yeah,
literally dying
that's
about Harry's house.
a lot of people. I thought it was Thor or something with the Guardians of the Galaxies. To be honest with you, I thought they were coming because they're having a second movie. I thought it was something about them, but no. Turns out I was wrong.
Guardians of the Galaxy is going to have their third movie, and Thor's going to have his fourth movie.
I know, but I thought one of
second
them
movie.
I thought one of them was gonna appear on the ship instead.
No. Honestly, it kind of proves the theory. And he said, "Oh, I'm Thanos' brother."
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of proves that Thanos was an Eternal, but with what's the bad things? Now I forgot what the bad things are called. The deviant traits.
Gotcha.
Because obviously, if Thanos was an Eternal, he should have been a good guy.
I still want to know what the heck. Like, this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But he has a little deviant traits, so it made him evil.
Yeah, that makes sense. But at the same time, it's just like there's so many questions. But it's for another like conversation. Like Marvel is just getting insane.
We'll find out more because obviously, since Harry Styles, Star Fox is an Eternal, and they mentioned at the end the Eternals will return. Yeah, we'll find out more. 2. We'll find out more. So I'm kind of excited for that. I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, for sure I am too. Like literally, this movie was freaking. It was pretty good. Like I had some complaints. I've talked highly about it, but I'm not gonna cap. Like there's some stuff I wish they did better, but.
Yeah, like explaining Ajak a little bit more. I wish they did that, but like at the end of the day, I understand why they did it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I like this movie too. Like it's not as good as Shang-Chi, but like when I was watching this and Shang, it didn't really feel like a Marvel movie since they kind of like did stuff like mention Superman and stuff, and like it just seemed different from like an Avengers movie. It's just like it's like a regular movie, a regular superhero movie. That's what it felt like to me.
For me, the reason why it didn't feel like a Marvel cinematic movie, it's because there's way too many people into like one movie. Like the Eternals itself is 10 people, and they're trying to fit 10 people into one story. And I understand now what you mean, that you're afraid to watch No Way Home because there's gonna be so many villains that we introduce and people. But like also Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness, it's gonna be the same way too.
I just hope they could do it right without like screwing up with all that entities they're dealing with.
At the end of the day, it's gonna be risky for Marvel, but if Marvel does it right, it's gonna be perfect.
You're right. Anywho, I think that was a pretty overall good movie. Would you say a pretty good overall movie?
It was good. I did love the fact that I see 2 husbands of mine now in the movie. So I'm very happy.
Okay. Well, with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed, make sure you go watch it first of all. And if you enjoyed, you know what to do. Drop us a follow if you're on Spotify. Link in the description to all our socials if you're on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think of the movie or what you think is going to happen in the next Avengers or Marvel movie, and comment below like something nice. Just we ask people, how your day going and stuff. You feel me? But with that being said, you have anything else to say, Sammy?
I hope y'all had a good rest of your day, and yeah, that's it.
Peace.
I'm gonna beat the fuck up. I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. Don't fucking do it.